You are sitting at your desk right now. Your body feels normal. Your work is busy. Your phone is close. But inside your chest and inside your brain, something may be slowly loading. Your desk job is not only paying your salary, it may also be preparing your future stroke. I am Dr. Heartwise. For more than 20 years, I have seen office workers in India walk into my clinic looking normal and walk out with a diagnosis that changes the rest of their life. Almost every family says the same words. Yesterday he was fine. She only had some neck pain and stress. We never imagined stroke. Today I want to talk directly to you if you work at a desk in an office from home or in front of a computer for many hours. In this video, I will show you how your desk job quietly increases your stroke risk and 7 simple tips that can cut that risk without quitting your job, without buying expensive equipment, and without complicated routines. Please stay with me until the end. Because tip number 7 is the one almost everyone ignores, and it is often the difference between a silent brain and a brain in danger. If you care about your own brain and the brain of your family, press like for this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this with at least one colleague who also lives in front of a screen. Now let us begin with one hard truth. Your desk is not only a table. It is a slow pressure machine. Think about a typical workday. You sit in the morning meeting. You sit to reply to email. You sit to write reports. You sit during calls. You sit in traffic. You sit at home in front of another screen. Your blood vessels were not designed for this. When you sit for long hours, 3 dangerous things happen quietly. First, blood flow in your legs and pelvis slows down. This makes it easier for clots to form. If one clot travels upward, it can block an artery in your brain. Second, your blood pressure and blood sugar become harder to control. Long sitting makes your body more resistant to insulin and more sensitive to stress hormones. This combination is like rust on the inside of your blood vessels. Third, your neck and upper back become stiff, your chest closes, your breathing becomes shallow. Less oxygen reaches your brain over many months and years. You do not feel pain at first. You only feel normal office tiredness. But your brain is quietly collecting the bill. Now we will turn this around with 7 clear tips. They are simple, but they work only if you actually use them. Tip 1. Break the sitting spell every 60 minutes. If you remember only one thing from this video, let it be this. Every 60 minutes of sitting must be broken by at least 2 minutes of movement. It does not need to be exercise clothes or a gym. Stand up. Walk to the washroom. Walk to fill your water bottle. Walk near a window. March in place beside your chair. Roll your shoulders. Circle your ankles. These 2 minutes wake up your blood flow. Reset your blood pressure and tell your blood vessels, I am still alive and moving. In my clinic, I saw a 42-year-old software engineer from Bengaluru. He worked in a large tech park, sat almost 10 hours a day, and went to the gym 3 evenings a week. He believed he was very fit. One evening, he suddenly saw double images on his laptop. He thought it was only eye strain. In the hospital, we found a small stroke in the back part of his brain. The problem was not lack of gym. The problem was 10-hour blocks of sitting without breaks. Set a repeating alarm on your phone or computer for every 60 minutes. When it rings, stand and move for 2 minutes, no matter how busy you are. Your work will still be there. Your brain may not if you ignore this. Tip 2. Upgrade your chair and posture from enemy to neutral. A bad chair and bad posture are like slowly bending a water pipe for 8 hours a day. Your head moves forward. Your shoulders roll inward. Your chest closes. Your neck arteries and upper spine are under pressure. You do not need the most expensive chair in the world. You need simple alignment. Sit so that your feet rest flat on the floor. Your knees are roughly 90 degrees. Your lower back is supported by a small cushion or towel. Your screen is at eye level so you are not constantly bending your neck. Every time you lean forward toward your screen, imagine your neck arteries squeezed between bones and muscles. Now imagine that pressure for years. When posture improves, blood flow to the brain improves. Neck pain reduces. Headaches reduce. Take 30 seconds now. Look at your chair and desk and make one small adjustment: height, distance, support. Small changes protect delicate arteries. Tip 3. Use water and salt as medicine, not as toys. In many Indian offices, there is constant chai, coffee, snacks, and salty biscuits. Dehydration and extra salt together are a perfect storm for stroke. When you drink very little water during the day, your blood becomes slightly thicker. When you also eat salty snacks, your body holds more fluid and your blood pressure climbs. This is not only about people with known hypertension. This is about every brain. From morning to evening, aim for clear or light-colored urine, not dark yellow. Keep a bottle of water at your desk and finish at least 2 to 3 medium bottles through the workday. At the same time, respect salt. Once or twice a week is fine for heavy snacks. Every day is not. Replace one round of namkeen or chips with fruits, nuts without heavy salt, or roasted chana. These changes seem small, but for your arteries, they are the difference between constant irritation and a calmer day. Water plus less salt is a powerful stroke prevention team, especially for desk workers. Tip 4. Check your pressure, not only your messages. Most people check their phone dozens of times a day. They check blood pressure maybe once a year, sometimes once in 3 years. This is a dangerous joke. High blood pressure is the #1 risk factor for stroke. It often gives no clear symptom until the artery bursts or blocks. If you are over 40 or if you have a family history of stroke, heart attack, diabetes, or high pressure, you must know your usual numbers. Buy a simple automatic arm blood pressure machine. At home, 2 or 3 mornings a week, sit quietly for 5 minutes, feet on the floor, back supported, then measure and write the result. Carry this log when you see your doctor. If your values are often above 130 over 80, you are not fine, even if you feel fine. Do not wait for dizziness, chest pain, or blackout. By that time, the brain may already be injured. Pressure you measure is pressure you can control. Pressure you ignore is pressure that controls your future. Tip 5. Defend your brain in the evening so your morning is safe. Many strokes happen in the early hours of the morning. Blood pressure and clotting tendency both rise at that time. If you spend your evenings in stress, screens and late meals, you give this natural rise more power. A typical pattern is like this. You come home tired. You eat a heavy dinner. You open social media or streaming apps. Time passes. It is already midnight. Your mind is full of news, work, emails, and conflict. Then you try to sleep. Your body is horizontal, but your nervous system is still fighting. Make a simple rule for yourself. Pick a target sleep time, for example, between 10 and 10:30. 30 minutes before that, turn off all bright screens, television, mobile, laptop. Sit or lie down, place one hand on your stomach, breathe in slowly through your nose until your stomach rises, breathe out slowly through your mouth. Do 10 slow breaths. Think of 3 small things from your day that you are grateful for. This simple evening ritual reduces stress hormones, helps blood pressure fall, and gives your brain a safer night. No meditation app is required. Only your breath and a quiet few minutes. Tip 6. Train your office day like a set of blocks, not one long tunnel. Your brain and your blood vessels hate long tunnels. They prefer blocks with small gaps to recover. Divide your day into clear blocks of 90 minutes. Block of focused work, then 2 to 5 minutes of movement, break, water, eye rest. Block of calls, then 2 to 5 minutes of walking or light stretching. Block of intense mental work, then 2 to 5 minutes of looking away from the screen, relaxing your eyes and jaw. When you respect these blocks, your stress hormones are lower, your heart rate stays steadier, and your brain does not feel like it is running a marathon every day. People who ignore this often live in constant low-level emergency mode. Their shoulders are tight. Jaw is tight. Mind is racing. This state is fuel for stroke even if they do not smoke or drink. Talk to your team if needed. Explain that these tiny breaks do not waste time. They protect the only brain you will ever have. Tip 7. Once a year. Do a brain and vessel reality check. This is the tip almost everyone ignores until after the first stroke. Once a year, especially if you are over 40 or if you have strong risk factors, invest one day in a full health check. Not only random lab panels but targeted information. Blood pressure trend, fasting sugar and HbA1c, cholesterol profile, kidney function, weight and waist measurement. Discuss these results with a doctor who understands stroke risk and tell the complete story of your work, lifelong sitting, sleep pattern, family history. If something looks dangerous, you can change course before the damage becomes permanent. Think of it as a yearly audit of the company that matters most, your own body. Many companies offer health packages. If yours does, actually use it and do not treat it as only free tests for paperwork. Data that you collect and understand is a weapon against stroke. Now let us bring everything together. Your desk job is not your enemy. But the way you live inside that job can slowly become a loaded gun pointed at your brain. Long sitting. Bad posture. Too much salt and too little water. Ignored blood pressure. Chaotic evenings. No breaks. No yearly reality check. Each one alone is a risk. Together they create a path that often ends in stroke. You may feel fine today. No headache. No weakness. No problem in speech. But stroke does not always knock with noise before entering. Most of the work is done in silence. Now you know better. If this video opened your eyes, do one thing today. Write on a small piece of paper and keep it on your desk. Every 60 minutes, 2 minutes of movement. Let it remind you that your brain deserves more than a chair and a screen. Please like this video, share it with at least one colleague who sits all day, and subscribe so you do not miss the next lessons about protecting your heart and brain. In the comments, tell me which tip you were ignoring until today and which one you will start first. I am Dr. Heartwise. Your desk job does not have to end in stroke. Protect your brain today so that you can keep working, laughing and living with the people you love for many years to come.